Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the vlog. This is Car Connections. Make sure you subscribe. A big update to the channel, as I shared with you guys in the previous vlog, that there were some big changes coming to the channel. And I want to share those changes with you guys so you guys can see what's going on. So, a couple of things that's going on with the market, and specifically the car market, is getting extremely volatile, guys. What I started doing is I started looking at the value of the Porsche Taycan that I owned, and I started pricing it out in the open market. So I looked at Kelley Blue Book, I looked at Auto Trader, I looked at different, car search engines. And one thing I started noticing specifically with the Porsche Taycan is a huge drop in value. When I say huge drop, guys, I'm talking about the cars dropping in about $8,000 to $10,000 in value a month. And so what that starts to do is starts to apply pressure to folks that own these type of cars. And I'm sure it's not just happening to the Taycan. What I'm noticing, the market itself for high value luxury cars are taking huge hits, and I made some huge changes to the channel. And just because the market is extremely unstable and volatile right now, I didn't want to hold on to the liability any longer. And so what I did about a month ago, I listed my Porsche Taycan 4S for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And I also listed it on autotrader.com. And, I think I did well with the car for what it is. And so we go back a little bit. I bought the Porsche Taycan, if I remember. I think it was like 103 or 104 for the car. And I was able to sell the car again about a week, 2 weeks ago for about 96.5, 96, I think it was 96,500, 96.4, one of those, because we were going back and forth. We were already pushing pennies. I actually sold it on my own, guys. But what was very interesting is when I tried getting offers that give me the VIN, Carvana, Vroom, there's a bunch of them. I always use like 5 or 6 of them. All the offers for the Porsche, guys, Taycan, were all around 65 to like 72,000. So I was like, that's craziness. So again, I end up selling my car out in the open market to a really cool guy that it looks like he was getting this car for his 50th birthday. And it was sad to let her go, but at the same time, the way the market is with these cars right now, the way interest rates are starting to really spike up, I was like, I don't know if it's the smart move to hold on to this car any longer, because what's going to ultimately happen, guys, is I'll get into a hole with more and more negative equity. And then the day I decide to get rid of the car, I'm going to have to either roll over, which I don't like doing that, or paying the difference. Now, what's interesting about this strategy, if you want to call it, that I did, and again, I did it because I could sense that the market, especially over the last 2-3 months, it has been, super tight. I just got my wife's Rivian R1S, and we have extremely good credit, guys. And God, we're blessed to have a good income. And they gave me a 7.95 interest rate, and I was just like, wow, I wonder what most people are getting, right? And so that was a shocker for me too, right? Where again, as these car prices are going down, interest rates are going up, but the affordability for people to be able to get these cars, it's becoming more difficult for those that finance the vehicle. I get that some people will buy these cars cash outright, which is fantastic. It'll save you the interest, but the majority of folks are financing these cars. They're not leveraging their capital to take out a liability. They prefer, instead of buying a $96,000 Porsche and leveraging their money, they're going to put this in an investment. So where we're right now, you can probably get about a 5-6% guaranteed on your money. So why put your money away on that? And then why get a loan right now when it's so high? I personally think the 8% that I got is extremely high. And I'm actually working right now through a credit union to see if I can get that to about 6%, which again, not significant, but in this market, to be able to get a 6%, I think will be a huge win. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is that there is a big trend of people selling high value, high luxury cars out. Come to find out, I'm not the only one that is noticing the symptoms in the market. And some of us are getting ahead of it, and some of us are going to be left with the bag. I'm telling you guys. And some of us are going to be able to get great deals on these cars if we're patient. But I think the market right now, the way the Fed is tightening things up, the way inflation continues to go up, I think these cars are going to continue to lose tremendous value over the coming months. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on the sidelines. And I do want to buy another car, but I think I'm going to wait for the next maybe 3 to 6 months, maybe 9 months, and get a pulse on how things are looking. If things are looking promising come, mid-year of 2024. So Edgar, tell me what you did in the interim. So what I end up doing, guys, because I still need a car to commute. Yes, we have my wife's Rivian, and we can share a car, but sometimes it's impossible. She has, things to do. I have things to do. She works, I work. And so I end up buying a 2015 Chevrolet Volt. Had about 60,000 miles, one owner, bought it from a guy in Austin over the weekend, this past weekend, and me and the wife with the kiddos went to go pick it up, paid $13,500 for this car, and it's in tip-top shape, and I have the title in hand. No payment, guys. And I'm purposely doing this, not to say this is what you should be doing, but I just feel like there might be a storm brewing, and I don't, again, not trying to I just want to be cautious because I'm not trying to fearmonger. That's not the intent of this vlog. It's just to share with you guys that the market is extremely volatile, and I'm trying to reduce my risk and my exposure by reducing as much debt that I have right now, and then at the same time continue to save up even more on my emergency fund and drive a car like a Chevy Volt that's completely paid off, can still get me to A, B, and C. Granted, it's not the best looking, it's not the most, wow, impressive ride, but you know what's impressive? It's mine, and I don't have a payment, and we'll see what happens to the market in the next 6 to 9 months, and we'll see if what I decide, what car at that time I'll decide to purchase. I just wanted to put this out, guys, so you guys can see a quick update. And yes, I went from a Porsche Taycan 4S that does 0 to 60 in about 2.93 seconds to a 2015 used Chevrolet Volt that probably does 0 to 60 in about 9 seconds. So it's okay. I'll weather the storm. I'll sit back on the sidelines and let's see what happens to the market. But something tells me that if I'm patient and I sit on the sidelines and gather some cash and save, I'm going to have some good opportunities to buy some really nice vehicles in about 6 to 9 months. So as always, guys, really appreciate the support. Really appreciate a lot of the comments. You guys get really fired up, by the way, in the comments. It can be a little bit over the top, but I get it. I want people's opinions, and what's crazy is I see people even battling each other within the comments. All I ask is try to keep it professional, man. We're all just car people. We're enthusiasts, and then just be smart, right? We're all car people. We're not trying to, bash people and take things personally. Car Connections, guys, as always, make sure you subscribe. And thanks for watching. She'll do what I need to do for now. Patience pays off all the time, guys.